Good morning, my ladies and my gents. Happy Wednesday. Chilly down here in southern Texas. We got a little bit of cold weather come down. Ain't nothing like what y'all got up north, man. I saw the weather this morning, minus 50 wind chills in places like North Dakota and Montana. Y'all be careful up there. Stay warm. Excuse me. Still getting over the crud. Today I got another neat thing for What Did You Buy Wednesday. If y'all will recall, not too long ago, I picked up a old 1965 Johann kit of a 1931 Cadillac. And it was from a company called Noble Knight and Noble Knight Games. And they have a they focus primarily on Dungeons and Dragons style stuff, miniatures. I think what is it called, Warcraft or something like this. The little miniature figures that you can use and paint up and use for the multiplayer games like Dungeons and Dragons. That's about all I really know about them, but they do, from time to time, get in some old kits. Some are reasonably priced. They do, remember, if any of y'all have been around for any time, they used to sell a Dodge Ramcharger, I think a 1980 Ramcharger. I think it was either AMT or Revell. And they're no longer in production. And they've got one on the site for $125, unopened, still in the packaging. So, but yeah, it's, supply and demand. But they do have some other stuff there. Not many, after I kind of picked over a few of them. But I picked up a couple of more kits from them not too long ago. They had an email that they had a 30 or an up to 80% off sale on a bunch of their stuff. So I thought, hey, I'll go check them out. Well, they were maybe 10% off, but I got a couple of cool little kits from early mid 80s. And so no further ado, let me get the camera turned around and I will show you what I got, because they're cool. Okay, as you can see, the first one is late 30s Cord. Not a Ford, a Cord. I did one a while back, picked up a resin cast body they called it a 1940 Cord pickup. And I made a hot rod out of it. And, found out they never actually made a pickup. And Cord actually had a very innovative way of doing things. This right in through here is not the engine. It's the transmission. It was a front-wheel drive car back in the 30s. So I always thought they were cool. Never thought I'd actually find a kit for it. But I did. Wow. So it came with a bit of Scotch tape on either side. And I wanted to kind of check and make sure that I had everything. So I pulled it up and was greeted with this. The instructions. Look how yellowed they are. This is, I think, a 1983, 1985, I think it is. But it does come with an engine. It does come with a transmission. The kit itself, this is pretty much how I found it, except the tires were under this false bottom here. And I first saw it, and I was like, oh no, I don't have any tires. Well, I lifted up that bottom, and I found them. They were underneath, so... But it seems to all be here. But it's, it's molded in color. And, of course, it's got the front and it's got the hood and everything. But, yeah, It's it'll be interesting to build. Hopefully I have everything. I'll go through and check it all out when I actually get to starting on it. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's got to be red. I mean, come on, it's got to be. And I'm going to make it with without putting the top on it. You got to show off the interior. The other thing I got is this. And the cord, I think, was $25. This was like $45. It came, it was wrapped in plastic, but it wasn't factory. And it had tape on either end to hold it together. And so I was able, you actually wind up taking this apart like this. It's a tester's kit. Now, first thing I saw was this. They're license plates. 1961 era license plates. And there's 2 sheets. You actually peel them off and stick them or glue them to whatever it is you're doing. They're stickers. So, yeah. Isn't that cool? That was on top. Of course, came with the instructions and all. Oh, one other thing on the cord that I did find. It's supposed to come with metal axles. I don't have any metal axles. However, I do have a lot of different tubes and rods, both metal and plastic. So that's not going to be a problem. But this is how it came. When you get to looking at it, the tape looks like old tape. This is holding together the flap with the chrome. So this one is going to be all there. I think. I hope. But yeah, that's going to be something. That's a kit. So, and it's got testers. It's got the various painting guides. You can do it a couple of different ways. It gives you plain English ways of changing things, how to paint it up, how to make it into a hot rod. Check this out in the instructions. On the back is model detailing. In the middle of the instructions. Isn't that cool? But they show, putting things together. You can do it either as a 48 or a 49, and you can do it as a hot rod or stock. So that's another one that's convertible that's not going to get the top. So that is my What Did You Buy Wednesday with Joe at Big Sky Model Workshop. I just had to show that off because that is just wholly cool. A tester's kit from the mid-80s. An old monogram kit from the early 80s. I mean, how much more cool can you get? A 1931 Cadillac from the 1960s. That's still factory sealed. I mean, when you go looking, look what you can find. So, instead of instead of letting myself chatter on and on and on, I'm going to go ahead, cut this one short, and get it up. And I will talk to y'all next time. B-Tex signing out.